Hello everyone, today we will discuss phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes. So the phylum Platyhelminthes, the animals is also called as flatworms. The animals is also called as flatworms. So phylum Platyhelminthes animals is also called as flatworms because of platy means flat. Helminthes means worms. So they are the flatworms. Phylum Platyhelminthes animals is also called as flatworms. Next one, general characters. General characters of the phylum Platyhelminthes. First one, habitat. Habitat. So they are most of living in endoparasite. Most of endoparasites. Most of the animals are the endoparasites. Some are living in the free living. Some of the free living. So most of the animals are the endoparasites. Most of the animals are the endoparasites. Parasite means the animals depending on the another animals. One animal depending on the another animal. So they are called as parasites. So the endoparasites. So the endoparasite means the endo means internal. Endo means internal. Internal. So the parasites living in the internal inside of the body. So the ectoparasites, endoparasites. Ecto means outside the body. The parasite living in the outside the body, ectoparasites. Endoparasite means the parasites living the inside the body. So they are called as endoparasites. Some are living in the free living. Next one, level of organization. Levels of organization. So the levels of organizations are the, so they are the organ and organ system level of organization. Organ and organ system. Organ and organ system level of organization. Level of organization is the organ and organ system level of organization. Level of organization. So they are the organ level of organization and organ system level of organization. Next one, germ layers. Third one, germ layers. Third one, germ layers. So the germ layers are the, these are the triploblastic. These are the triploblastic. Triploblastic means in the embryonic stage they contain a 3 germ layers. In the embryonic stage they contain a 3 germ layers. So they are the triploblastic. Outer ectoderm. Outer ectoderm. Middle mesoderm. Middle mesoderm. Inner endoderm. So they are the triploblastic animals. Triploblastic means in the embryonic stage they contain a 3 germ layers. Embryonic stage they contain a 3 germ layers. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, inner endoderm. So the first time the formation of the mesoderm first time formed in the Platyhelminthes. Mesoderm first time formed in the Platyhelminthes. The middle mesoderm first time formed in the Platyhelminthes. Middle mesoderm first time formed in the Platyhelminthes. Next one, symmetry. Next one, symmetry. Next one, symmetry. So the symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. Symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry. Symmetry is a bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means, for example, so these are the animal. Example, just example. So these are the animal. So this animal only one angle is divided into two equal parts. Only one angle is divided into two equal parts. So this type of the symmetry is called as bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means the organism only one axis divided into two equal parts. So this type of symmetry is called as bilateral symmetry. This type of the symmetry is called as bilateral symmetry. So the bilateral symmetry also first time formed in the platyhelminthes. Bilateral symmetry also first time formed in the platyhelminthes animals. Bilateral symmetry also first time formed in the platyhelminthes animals. Next one, body cavity or coelom. Coelom or body cavity. Coelom or body cavity. Coelom or body cavity. So these are the acoelomates. These animals are the acoelomates. These animals are called the acoelomates. Acoelomates means absence of body cavity. Acoelom means absent of body cavity. Absent of body cavity. So they are called as acoelomates. Once revised. First one, habitat. So they are most of the endoparasite. Most of the endoparasites. Some animals are the free living. Next one, level of organization. Level of organization is the organ and organ system level of organization. Organ and organ system level of organization. Next one, germ layers. Germ layers, they are the triploblastic. Triploblastic means in the embryonic state they contain a 3 germ layers: outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. Next one, the mesoderm for the first time formed in the phylum Platyhelminthes. Next one, symmetry. So symmetry is the bilateral symmetry. So the bilateral symmetry means the animal only one axis is divided into two equal parts. So they are called as bilateral symmetry. Next one, coelom. So they are the acoelomates. Acoelomates means symmetry. Coelom is absent. Body cavity is absent. Next one, digestion. Next one, digestion. So digestion is a incomplete gut. So they contain a incomplete gut. Incomplete gut or blind sac or blind sac. Incomplete gut or blind sac means so these are the animal only. So these are the mouth. They are the pharynx and stomach. So the anus is absent. Anus is absent. So this type of the digestion is called as incomplete gut. So this type of the gut is called as incomplete gut because of only one opening, mouth only presenting. Next one, nervous system. Next one, nervous system. So the nervous system, they contain a brain and nerve cord. They contain brain and nerve cord. They contain nerve and brain and nerve cord. For example, So these are the animal. They are the nerve cord. So these are the brain. So these are the brain. These are the nerve cord. So this type of the nervous system is called as ladder like nervous system. Ladder like nervous system. So the first time the formation of the ladder like nervous system in the flatty helminthes. So the presenting on the brain and nerve cord. So they are called as ladder like nervous system. Ladder like nervous system because of presenting on the brain and nerve cord. Next one excretion. Next one excretion. Next one excretion. So the excretion they contain a flame cells. Flame cells. Excretory organs are the flame cells. 2 marks, very very important. What is the excretory organs of the flatworms? The flatworms excretory organs are the flame cells. The flame cells are the excretory organs of the flatty helminthes or flatworms. The flame cells are the two functions. The flame cells are the two functions. One is the osmoregulation. One is the osmoregulation. Osmoregulation. Another one is the excretion. The flame cells are excretory organs of the flatworms. The flame cells are the excretory organs of the flatworms. So it has a two functions. One is the osmoregulation, another one is the excretion. Osmoregulation means they maintain the water levels of the body. Osmoregulation means maintenance of the water level of the body is called as osmoregulation. Next one excretion. Excretion means elimination of waste materials from the body. So they are called as excretion. Next one reproduction. Next one reproduction. So the reproduction is the sexual reproduction. Reproduction is the sexual. Reproduction is the sexual reproduction. So the animals are the monoecious. The animals are the monoecious. Monoecious means the single parent produce the male gametes and female gametes. The single parent produce male gametes and female gametes. So they are called as monoecious. Next one fertilization. Next one fertilization. So the fertilization is the internal fertilization. Fertilization is the internal. Fertilization is the internal fertilization. Internal fertilization means the fertilization occurring the inside the body. The fertilization occurring the inside the body. So they are called as internal fertilization. Next one development. Next one development. Next one development. So the development is the indirect development. Development is the indirect development. Development is the indirect development. So the indirect development means they contain a many larval stages. They contain many larval stages. So they are called as indirect development. They contain a many larval stages. So they are the indirect development. Next one, another one more important word, cephalization. So the bilateral animals, so they are the bilateral animals. The bilateral animals, they contain a cephalization. Cephalization. 2 marks, very very important question. What is the cephalization? 2 marks, very very important. What is the cephalization? Cephalization means the concentration of nerve cells. The concentration of nerve cells and sensory cells. Nerve cells and sensory cells presenting on anterior side. The concentration of nerve cells and sensory cells presenting on anterior side of the body. Presenting on anterior side of body. Anterior side of the body. So these are called as cephalization. The sensory cells and nerve cells are presenting on the anterior side of the body. So these are called as cephalization. Cephalization means the concentration of nerve cells and sensory cells presenting on the anterior side of the body. So these are called as cephalization. Next one, segmentation. Next another one is the segmentation. So the unsegmented body. So the bodies are the unsegmented. So the bodies is the unsegmented. So the phylum animal Taeniasolium, they contain a pseudometamerism. Animal Taeniasolium. They contain a pseudometamerism. Pseudometamerism means false segments. They contain a body contain a segments, but they are the false segments. Next one, another one more important word, the adhesive structures. Adhesive structures means they contain a, so the body contain a 2 rows of suckers. The body contain a 2 rows of suckers. So the body contain a 2 rows. So they are the 1 row, another 1 row. So they are the 2 rows. 2 rows of suckers. 2 rows of hooks. 2 rows of hooks. 2 rows of hooks presenting on the head region. Next one, 4 suckers. So they are the 4 suckers. So the animals, they contain a, so these animals, so these are containing a 2 rows of hooks. So these hooks anchoring functioning is the helps from anchorage. Next one, 4 suckers. So these 4 suckers functioning is the helps from the sucking of blood. So these are helps from the blood sucking. So the body contain a 2 rows of hooks. These are helps from the anchorage of the bodies. Next one, suckers, 4 suckers, they helps from the blood sucking. So they are the general characters of the phylum platyhelminthes. General characters of the phylum Platyhelminthes. Next one, phylum Platyhelminthes classification. Phylum classification. Next one, phylum Platyhelminthes classification. Next one, phylum Platyhelminthes classification. Phylum Platyhelminthes divided into three classes. The phylum Platyhelminthes divided into three classes. First one, class 1 Turbellaria. Class 1 Turbellaria. Class 2 Trematoda. Class 2 Trematoda. Class 3 Cystoda. Class 3 Cystoda. First one Turbellaria. Second one Trematoda. Third one Cystoda. So the first one Turbellaria. Phylum Turbellaria is commonly called as planarians. Phylum class Turbellaria commonly called as planarians. Commonly called as planarians. Example Dugacia. Example Dugacia. The common name is the planaria. Common name is the planaria. Next one Trematoda commonly called as flukes. Trematoda commonly called as flukes. So the example is the Fasciola hepatica. Example Fasciola hepatica. So they are the liver fluke. Next one Cystosoma. Next another example is the Cystosoma. Third one is the class 3 Cystoda. Cystoda is commonly called as flatworms. Commonly called as flatworms. So the example Taenia solium. Example Taenia solium. So they are commonly called as fork tapeworm. Commonly called as fork tapeworm. So they are the phylum Platyhelminthes general characters and classification.